is recording, and we are streaming and stuff right now. So hopefully this thing will work out, man, because we just this is an emergency here. We got some breaking news for people out there.
Breaking news.
He's sitting at the bottom of the screen that says breaking news. Oh, I guess we trying to get like MSNBC and Fox and ABC and all that. So, man, we got some news that's coming through here. Ted, talk to me, man. Tell me what the heck is
Well,
going on.
here's the thing, though, Ed. People are panicking.
Who?
All the Democrats are panicking, and the Republicans are panicking.
But what they wanted this, didn't they ask for this? Didn't they ask for this? What's going on, man? They asked for this.
Here's somebody said this is a little too much for the human brain to process. This right here is catastrophic. This is something, in our lifetime we didn't have president resign, we didn't have the president assassinated, we didn't have the president have sex in the White House. We'd had all kind of mess. This right here is a first. This is a first. So I don't know.
Man, my phone.
And I'm gonna just tell you people right now, anybody that's listening, I'm voting blue no matter who. That's just me.
My phone
because
is breaking
this
up.
man want to be a dictator. There's a lot of people out there that kind of resist it, they got the power, but there's a lot of powerful people who want him to be a dictator. At least they think they can control him. But you can't control that man. Well, maybe you can, because all he want to do is get up in the morning, watch TV, and then go play golf for 4 hours. That's what he did the last 4 years. So maybe they can control him.
Man, my phone is going out there. What, man? I don't have. So he didn't resign the presidency. He just resigned from the reelection. Correct? Right. Okay. So he's still a president until the end of his term. And then whoever wins takes over after that.
Well, when he said that he supports Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, that means he's turning over all his delegates to her and money. He got almost $300 million in the kill. So she's our next president. Unless, and I don't know this, you might know this better than me, obviously, you're the political junkie, who, when they go to the convention, can they bump her and then they say, we want Newsom. And then she's still going to be vice president. That's the question. I don't think the American people want Newsom.
Really, Ted, I think that her being the nominee and stuff is already set in stone.
Set in stone, okay.
I believe that's what it is, because I don't think that Joe would have relinquished those reins unless he had to say and who was going to be the person that's going to take over. And because he has the nominees already under him, I'm pretty sure that he can take and give those nominees to another candidate. He just gave them to Kamala, unless somebody decides that they're going to have a fight on the floor, a nomination fight on the floor. But I don't think that they're going to have a fight on the floor. I really don't. I really think that they asked for this, and that Joe would not have left unless he had a say in who was going to be taking over his job, the who was going to be involved in the next reelection. And since there have been so many people and stuff and everything who have asked for this to happen,
Well,
it's gonna happen.
it's definitely going to happen. I mean, it's just a matter of who they're going to have, and then the thing is, you have so many people that back this guy, and you got 90% of a concrete vote of women that's going to be voting for that want to vote for Joe. Now, if they get rid of Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris, he's not going to have that vote with black women. Some of them will vote for him, but a lot of them won't. They'll stay home. They'll be on the couch. She got a lot of backing. She have made a lot of capital with the black vote, female vote, black vote.
I think she's got a lot of capital and women in particular.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep,
We will
she's
see.
got a lot of capital and women in particular. And I think that she's going to be a force to reckon with. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Because as I look at it, I'm looking at that most of the people, especially the independent folks, wanted another choice. There's a whole lot of people, man, that were undecided. And if she can keep whatever uh, polling numbers that Biden had and can pull in those independents that were undecided, it can turn the election around.
Well, one thing for sure, he's not going to talk Kamala if
She's
they have
not
a
what?
debate. He's not going
She's
to
not.
talk Vice President Kamala Harris. He's not going to overtalk her.
Oh yeah, no, that's not going to happen. You know that, and he knows that too. He knows that too.
And if he gets
And
down in the gutter, I want her to get down in the gutter too.
I don't believe she's going to get down there, gutter. That's not where she wants to be at. She's going to stay right up on top of that thing there, and she's going to take a page out of Girlfriend's book. You know
Well,
what I'm
that's
talking
not going to
about.
help her.
You know what I'm talking about. She's going to take a
I
page out of
do.
her book, yeah, because I really believe, Ted, that if Joe in that if he had to perform well in that debate, it would have been even, and he looking like he looking now after the debate and everything. I think he would have won that debate. He would have if he could have, because there's actually, we all know, and I think he knows, and his family probably knows, that there was something wrong with him. He's getting older, and age has caught up with him, and it happens to some people. Some people age a lot sooner, because you look at Nancy Pelosi and stuff, man. I think she's older than he is. Man, she can still get down. Girlfriend can hold her own. Um, but he hasn't. For some reason or other, he's aged a lot faster than everybody else and has and stuff. Being 80 some years old. So, But anyway, I think it's just changing the landscape. Ted, I'm telling you, man, it is going. The landscape has changed, man. It has really changed, and it's going to be interesting and stuff to find out what happens and stuff between now and the convention. I don't believe that they're going to take Kamala out of there. I don't believe that they're going to jump on her and fight her and try to have a contested nomination week. I don't believe that that's going to happen. I believe that because those Democrats and everything sat out there and said, "Hey, man, you got to get out." They got what they wanted. So you take what you get. But you know that racism still can raise that ugly head. Racism can still raise this ugly head. And I don't know. I hope girlfriend is strong enough to handle what's coming at her. She got to be strong enough to handle what's coming at her. Because I
Well,
believe, because yesterday I was reading that, and I think a lot of the Republicans knew that this was getting ready to happen. That the word had probably gotten out. Some of the spies and everything had been in the White House, and they heard what was going on, and they saw what's going on. So I think they knew about this at least a day or so ago, because all of a sudden they came out with this thing that they're going to start preparing their campaign for her. So they probably knew that this was coming out. This was already in the works for him to be gone. So the Republicans knew about it already, but nobody said anything about it because they didn't know for sure what was going to happen, because people were still allowing Biden to decide what he wanted to do, but they were forcing him out, man. They had their foot on bro man's neck, man. They had their foot on his neck. So, like I said, in the next week or so, we're going to find out what's going to happen, where that money is going to come from. All those money people and everything are going to start putting their money back in into the game. We don't know. These people asked for this mess. I have no idea, Ted. I'm just flabbergasted that Joe resigned. It just took me up when I saw it pop across my phone. I said, "Oh my God, no, this can't be true." And I went online and I did my thing. I Googled, and it just popped up, man. It was all over the place, man. Biden had resigned. So when the Google says that it happened, it had to have happened.
well, I don't know what to say, man. To be honest with you, because we seen that he was declining, so there's no question about that. I mean, he had just came from overseas doing some president duties, and he went right into the debate a day or two late next, and they should have just postponed it to a later date. He could have got rest up and everything, and I think that's what it was. He was just tired.
Mm-hmm. But even afterwards, Ted, his performance was very lethargic and lackadaisical and shaky, like he was getting ready to fall down. As he walked, he was, acting like an old man that needed a cane to hold himself up. And if this thing was going to happen, it's there's no good time for it to happen, but let it happen now before the convention, before everybody is fully invested and stuff in this whole thing, and then it becomes even more difficult and everything to make a change.
Yeah, that's the good part. That's the good part of it.
Yeah, and there is no good time for it to happen. Most people would like for it to happen probably in January or something like that, but at least it's not happening in the heat of the election cycle when people are going to vote. It's not happening and stuff then. So, and the Democrats are giving the American people something else to look at, because really, actually, Ted, nobody liked either one of them. If you went on any of the news cycles or whatever, the majority of the opinions and stuff and everything out there on the street or wherever they did, that they didn't like either one of them.
That's true.
So if you didn't like him before all this happened, then what's going to make you not to vote for her and stuff and everything? Because now the Democrats have given you another choice. They're giving you another choice. They're giving you something that you can vote on. And the magic part about this whole thing, she's a woman.
That good or bad?
That's good. It's for the women, even the Republican women.
Are they gonna look at it like that?
Who they sitting on? Hey.
Are they really gonna look at it like that?
I think a lot of them are, Ted. I really do. They probably are not going to openly say it, but I think they are. They're going to say, "Hey, can you swallow Trump? Can you swallow that man, knowing who he is and what's going on with him? Can you swallow him as a female in this country, as an American woman? Can you swallow him?"
Here's
Can
an
you?
actual quote from President Biden. He said, "Today I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. It's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this, Joe Biden."
Thank you, my brother.
You act like you happy about it.
I'm not happy about it, Ted. I hate for him to get thrown out because, like you said, man, that old boy, man, he done gave his country his all. I'm telling you, he done gave this country his all. Everything that he could give to him, he gave it to him. And it's sad to see him go like this, but I think he's doing this for the country. I think in his mind and what everybody else is telling him, that he is doing it for this country, because we can't stand 4 years or however long Trump decides he wants to stay in office. We can't afford that no more. This country cannot afford that. It's If you thought that this man tore the place up before, he gonna wreak
Not paying
havoc.
attention. That man wasn't paying attention to nothing.
Nothing. He
Somebody
getting
tell
ready
him, let's
to
do this, and then he'll do it, maybe.
he getting ready to wreak havoc on us. So it's best to do it now than to wait until I don't. Getting back to what you said, you seem like you're happy about this. Well, in a way I am, in a way I'm not. But I think I feel, as the days and the weeks go by, I'm gonna feel a lot better and stuff with this, because when I called you earlier this afternoon and everything, I was going out for my walk, and when I was taking my walk, man, ooh wee, man, the thoughts and all that stuff was going through my head. What should I say? What's going on and stuff here? And I had it was like a deluge of things that were going on, and the most important thing that was going on in my mind is that that the change was being made, and that now the American people can't. I mean, you walk down the street and everything, and they can't say that. Um, well, I guess they can. I don't like her. There's some people might say I don't like Kamala Harris, but at least they giving the American people somebody that they know who's going to be there. They know that her mind is strong. They know that she is not no wimp dump summer gun because she has a history behind her. She was the Attorney General for the state of California. She was a United States Senator, an elected United States Senator. She has she has a background there. She is not a dumb woman.
Well, that's true. And let's put it like this. They can't say that they would compare her to Trump. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Foreign affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Trump didn't have no experience.
He didn't have no. He didn't, and even after he got in office, he didn't have foreign affairs. And somebody, you can just rattle off stuff, Ted, that he would weak on. You don't have to give Kamala a cartoon so she can understand about what's going on. She don't have to read a cartoon. Or when you give
Was it
them,
a cartoon?
yeah, they were giving him cartoons and stuff, and they had
They were
drawings
giving
on.
pictures?
They were giving drawings on his security briefings and stuff because he couldn't understand what was going on. He couldn't read.
Wow. I didn't know it was that sad.
It was bad, but they was covering it up because he was the president. That they couldn't. That most of them couldn't say anything. That they were giving him stuff that they would give a kindergartner to read for his security briefings because he couldn't comprehend what was going on. Even then.
Yeah. Well.
So
and, he's losing it too.
he's losing it too. He is losing it too.
People
I did
don't want to
not.
say it.
Right. I did not watch the Republican National Convention, and
Me
I
neither.
purposely did not listen to his speech in the Republican National Convention. But the people who were sitting there and the news people and everything didn't have any rave reviews and stuff about about his speech. Did you listen to it?
No.
Oh, I didn't either. But I haven't heard any real good things about his speech at all. What he gave for his nomination, when he accepted the nomination and he gave his speech, I haven't heard any good things about the speech.
Well, let's put it like this. His speech, he has two things he's going to do. Get rid of immigrants, undocumented immigrants, cut taxes, and build the military up. Those are the three things that he's going to do. That's it. Everything else will take care of itself. Those are the three things he's going to do, Ed.
You've already cut taxes as far as you can cut this stuff, man, in half almost. You've already cut it. The military is the strongest military in the world, without doubt. Everybody knows that the United States has the strongest military. So why you want to build a military up when it's already up there? How high do you want it to get? And the fighting people, that everyday the 20th century fighting and 19th century fighting is over. It's over. They're fighting is in a little bitty room in the closet someplace and everything, with some fool sitting around there with two joysticks in his arm and his hand and everything, and he's controlling a weapon that is 6,000 miles away. That's the war. That's what's going on now. That's what's going on now. So how much money can you spend on a little bitty room and a guy with some joysticks, and he's sitting there shooting and doing everything he wants to do and everything, and he's having a war going on right there. He ain't on the battlefield no more. The war is not on the battlefield. But anyway, if that's how he wants to do it, then it's fine. I'm hoping that Kamala can be able to convince him or convince the American people that that is foolhardy, and that there's a better way. I don't know, Ted, man. This is, like I said earlier, man. We in new water, man. We in new water. How are we going to be able to tread this? I'm getting out of my chair, Ted. I'm getting out of my chair, man. I got to hit the streets. I got to go out there and knock on doors.
That's exactly. You know what? I'm not no political animal, but I will call the DNC and tell them to send me a list of names that they want me to call.
Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
This right here is serious business, man. This, back 2025, even though a lot of it has been tried to be implemented and they sabotaging the government anyway, some of these entities, these departments. So, but they're going to go in and they're going to start firing people, giving them severance pay, retirement. That's what they're gonna do, bro. They automatically get 4,000. Those are appointed. Then they got another 20,000 or 50,000. They really want 50,000, but they really recruiting for 20,000. That's gonna be Trump loyalists, or they're gonna be 2025 loyalists. And here's the thing: who are these people that they're recruiting? Are they real Americans? Are they second generation Americans that don't know our history, don't know the history of America and the struggles that minorities have went through? Who are these people that they're hiring? Because obviously, a lot of people don't realize, we went through a civil war. We went through a number of race wars, riots. And see, the thing is that they don't understand, a lot of these new Americans, what they don't understand, in my mind, is that when you poke the bear too much, it's going to bite. And this is the thing. And, it might take 2-3 years. But that's the way it's going to be. Because you can't cut all of these programs. We went through SBA. We went through HUD, HUD. And next time I want to go through, we went through education. No, did we go through? Yeah, we went through education.
Mm-hmm. We did that I think 2 shows ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And the one I want to go through is agriculture, because the 3 main crops that we have in this country that feeds the country and feeds the world: soybeans, corn, and
wheat.
Wheat. Those are the 3 main crops, and most of those are out in the Midwest. So, and they feed the world. So the thing is, that's what I want to find out. What are they going to do with the agriculture? And then on top of that, horticulture, actually those food stamps come from agriculture.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Those subsidies for those farmers come through horticulture.
Absolutely. And food stamps.
Yeah.
And food stamps. People's
Oh,
food
yeah.
stamps. I distribute it through the same place.
So, that means that a lot of people, they cut, when Trump got in office, they cut something like $3 to $5 billion out of the food stamps. And during his time in office, they had more people in line for food. People forget that. And I guess they must have told him, hey, you can't be cutting all these people's food stamps. Because some people get $50 a month, $100 a month, $500 a month. And most Americans is living from paycheck to paycheck. And that's all Americans. 75% of Americans are living from paycheck to paycheck. You might have a few $100 set aside or what have you for emergencies or what have you, but hey, these people, man, I tell you, they don't know what they're doing, man. They don't understand, the gravity of it. Yeah, $34 trillion. That $34 trillion, that wasn't for us. That was for the military, bro. The military's eating all that money up. All those contractors giving these people hundreds of millions of dollars for these wars and all of that, all those years. The sad part about it, and unfortunately, that we did $50 billion to Ukraine. So, but I understand that. That's because those people wanted to fight for their country. And it's a lot of other people that's helping that country to survive. So what he's going to do, in my opinion, I might be wrong on this. He's just going to say, "Hey, go on. We're not going to help him anymore. Go on, take the country over." Or most of it.
We back in the 80s and stuff, Ted, when Reagan was in office and he was started going on, he had that slogan about trickle down. Trickle down. And their thing was to get rid of big government. But it was a watchword to give, because people still have to have the services that the government was giving. The only thing is that trickle down meant that the money went to the top, and the top percentage and stuff took what they wanted, and then they passed it down. And by the time it reached the bottom, wasn't a whole lot left.
That's right.
It wasn't a whole lot left. So what's going on now is that Trump and his gang is implementing their own little stuff and everything, and they're using different words and stuff for it, but it's on the same philosophy.
Yeah, it's going to go right to
that
them.
that everything comes to them, and then they just pass whatever garbage that they want down to the people and stuff at the bottom.
For the people.
For the people.
And that's the majority of the American people.
And most of the time, and Joe and stuff, and his own infinite wisdom or whatever, and his philosophy that he's had for many years, is that he fed the middle class. He fed them, and some of the money went up, And a lot of it went back down. So it was even amount goes up and even amount goes down. So everybody else is going to be okay. And we're going to prosper when that happens. So what he's trying to do is that, and a tiger Ted does not change his stripes. When he came in office, people knew. I don't know why we didn't. It wasn't beat into people's heads into the convention and into the campaign ads and stuff and everything, and put pictures up in a campaign ad of the New Jersey shoreline. That man came in there and put those casinos on there, and he raped people. Then he left. He took all the money and left. They got lists of people that he didn't pay. He didn't pay the employees and stuff. He didn't pay the people for putting their buildings up. The tiger does not change his stripes. He ain't changed. He's doing it right now. All the money that's coming into the Republican Party, he goes into Trump's pocket first, and then he decides what he wants to do with it. So what makes you think he's going to change? All these billionaires are sitting around hoping and praying that we're going to give Trump this money and he's going to give it back to us. No, it's going to be a little short.
Right. He gonna want more money.
He gonna get his little piece, and his old trifling daughter, she getting ready to come back now because her and her husband walked away with a couple of billion. They see it that they can get some more money. So all right, Daddy, I'm back to help you. So me and my husband can get some more money and stuff out of you.
They made $650 million while he was in office.
They made more than that, Ted. Them folks got away, come out there with $1 billion in their pocket. They got the government of Saudi Arabia that came in and bought that old raggedy building that they owe what $600 million for. This is a money haul for Trump. That's what he's doing. He's trying to haul in that money, along with trying to escape justice.
Well, he's not doing no more than what these people have been doing under the Bush administration.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
But he's.
We know.
If I had a choice to voting for Bush or voting for Trump, I think I'd pick Bush. He'd be my lesser of two evils. Because we can't tolerate Trump, man.
Yeah, well, at least Bush was kind of halfway funny and he was palatable.
But you don't have to worry and stuff about Bush giving away our secrets to the enemy. He won't do that. He has some humility about him. He has some patriotism about himself. He would never do that. Give our
I agree.
stuff. Whereas this man, for $1, he'd give it away. He doesn't care. He has no compassion for people. And the same people just who giving him all his money, like I was gonna say earlier, he's getting ready to screw them. They're getting ready to get screwed. They're getting ready to get screwed. Good fashion. They might as well start bidding over right now because he's getting ready to screw them if he wins. All them Supreme Court justices, y'all can bid over because Trump gonna screw you and he gonna get you if he got a history of doing it. Tiger does not change his stripes. So,
Hey, you know what? What they say is a sucker every day.
it's a sucker every day.
So
Every
we
day.
got a whole lot of suckers out there.
There's a whole lot of suckers. And that 2025 project, all them people who are backing that thing up, they are hoping that Trump go ahead on and do what he said he's going to do.
Yeah.
Now, that red-head or orange-head Negro in 2015 was campaigning that he was going to build a wall from the United States from Mexico. All the comedians and stuff in 2017, 2018 get on the stage and they telling people where that wall at. He got up there, city, Mexicans.
Wait a minute.
They just walk around and stuff.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. He even one of his advisors said, "Okay, you need some money. I'll set up a funding so that I can help build that wall."
Yeah. Trump
What
took
did he
that money. Trump took that money. They don't know where it's at. Had the money that that they gave him for his inauguration, and they still ain't found all that money yet. It's been 88 years. They ain't found all that money yet.
Boy.
He getting ready to screw us.
Hey, how about the NFL? Kansas City went to celebrate their championship at the White House. They served them what?
What McDonald's sandwiches. He had a table full of McDonald's sandwiches. Then when the hurricane came through Puerto Rico, he flew down there and said, "Will help y'all people." He's throwing paper towels at them. That's what y'all gonna get. That's what's coming if you vote for him now.
Oh, but he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Oh
He's
man,
the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, he tough. When the security people told him, you know, the Secret Service and CIA and FBI, all of them told him, say, Putin did it. He comes out in Helsinki and says, Putin told me he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And frankly, I believe him.
and religious right folks.
Oh man,
he's sitting down there. He said, "I'm a." He gets out of the beast. And she gonna pray for these people. He got the Bible upside down. He's standing out there with the Bible upside down. What we gonna do, man?
Man, it's gonna be, if he get in office, it's gonna be an actually clown show. Cause he coming after people.
He coming. I'm telling you, they
coming for people.
They done gave him another bite of that apple, man.
And don't give him the house. If he get the house, it's over. If he gets the house, it's over, because those knuckleheads in the house on the Republican side is just horrendous. They gonna persecute everybody. Anybody that came against Trump. If you got some kind of power that you can, or whatever, you're gonna be destroyed.
He has shown you what he's gonna do.
Well, think about this, Ed. How many Republicans resigned in the last 6 years?
A whole lot of them.
senators, Congress people. They just went on and retired. Say, I can go and get my check. I got a check. I got my health care. I don't need this. You talking a whole lot of people, man, that just gave it up. There's something wrong here because we talking macho generals, alpha male generals, man, kowtow.
Yeah, and the people are like lambs to the slaughter, man. They following the goat into the slaughterhouse.
Well, you know,
The
I don't
people
know,
don't,
man. You know, I'm a
yeah,
very, I like to
and
think of myself as a very spiritual person, and you know, and I ain't going there to say what I want to say, but I'm just saying it's almost like it's coming to pass
his
what they've been
they don't,
saying for years.
yeah, I guess they must like getting bent over and beat down and did whatever by this man. He done.
It's a free country, man. I don't understand these people. You know, if you want to protest or if you got some kind of cause, you should be able to do those things in whatever you want to do in freedom because you disagree with the government or you disagree with this law or you disagree with that. Hey, you ain't gonna have no more of that. That's gonna be illegal.
Like I said, Ted, again, I think I might have to do like you did. I might not be able to walk too far, but I might have to do something to help my girlfriend out. I'm telling you, she gonna need her army out there, volunteer, and we just gonna have to get out there, man, beat them bushes and stuff for her, and start talking to people and stuff and telling them what the heck going on because all this stuff we were saying, this man done did it already, and he has not embarrassed this country as much as he will if he gets back in office. He's already embarrassed us. So you're gonna give him the
What's gonna
stick?
happen to NATO, Ed?
Hey man, he don't care nothing about NATO, and that's why most of your European partners and stuff out there in NATO are sitting there and stuff wondering. And I just heard in the news, man, that I guess Zelensky or whatever his name is and everything had a meeting with Trump. You know,
You talking about from Poland,
the president of Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Yeah, he had a meeting
Really?
with Trump. Yeah, he had. They said he had a secret meeting and stuff with Donald Trump because I think he's scared uh, that Trump's going to win the election. So he's trying to.
Well, he got to play both sides, bro, because he
Yeah,
needs help.
he got to put in his little his little plea and stuff and everything to him.
I don't
So
blame him for that.
all of them. So that's my point again. We need to find out come August, right before our convention and stuff, what the heck going to happen? How those polls are going to move now that Biden had dropped himself out? What them polls going to do? I do know one thing that Trump is not going to be able to dominate the news cycle and stuff now because there are going to be a whole lot of people out there talking about Kamala, and her presidency and her her nomination to be the president. They're going to be talking about it. It's going to cover the news cycle, man, for at least a week or two. It's going to cover the news cycle. First of all, they're going to be sitting down and narrating about Joe, what the heck happened to him, why he did what he did, and what the Democratic Party is going to do now that they have a new person at the top.
Well,
And that's a good thing, Ted, because that takes the air out of the Donald. You know,
that's true.
they don't put a pinhole in his balloon now. The air's going out, and he usually after the convention, either one of them is always an up tip. But Joe done put a he done stuck a pin in Trump's balloon now, and everything, and the ass starting to go out, and Kamala's gonna be getting all the news. She's gonna get all the news. It's going to happen no matter what. And there's going to be prognosticators all over the place, man, coming on these news shows and
Well,
stuff
it's
and
coming out
everything.
now that
I know they are,
Trump,
and they're going to continue to come out. They're going to be coming out in droves talking about her. So they're taking the air out of him. Get him off that bully pulpit.
well, they're getting ready to talk about him like a dog anyway, because number one, now they're coming at him talking about he has early signs of dementia.
Oh. They just seeing that. We've been
Once
saying
you,
it for a long
once you
time.
get in your 60s and 70s, and hey, you don't know.
Wait a minute, Ted. Hold on. You gotta you don't be talking. You'll be you looking
Hey,
at the mirror here, my brother. Don't be
hey,
talking about us
I'm looking
now.
at myself. I'm talking about myself.
You talking about yourself. Oh, okay. Don't do
Because
that.
hey, man, I tell you, bro, let's get real. I mean, he's 78 years old. Come on, bro.
Yep.
He ain't sharp
Can't
as he used to be.
can he make it until November?
That's the thing. They might shut him down. They
Might.
start talking about him like they
No,
talked about
man.
Joe Biden. They might
Trump
get
ain't.
rid of him.
They Ted, if they were so beholden to him that they nominated him as a felon, they will do anything.
They don't care.
They don't care, man. They will prop him up and put him out there and put lipstick on that pig. They don't care, because anybody else, if he was a Democrat and he had a 34 count indictment on him and everything, he'd have been gone. There's no way that they would have let a 34 count felon run at the top of the ticket.
Well, they don't
look,
care.
look,
I mean,
no, well, wait a minute. An example, look at Bob Menendez. They already telling him he got to go and stuff and everything. They convicted him. He's a felon. They done convicted him. And so the Democrats already, there's a drum beat going out. Bob, you got to go. You got to resign. You got to get the hell out of here. We don't want no felon and stuff running around here in our ranks. So, anyway, let's see what the heck happened here and see what's going to go on, man. I'm going to have to. I got a question for you. When all this happened, and what did Bev say?
and she just said, I give up. I'm not paying no more attention to these news people.
She did. That's all she said. She didn't say
Basically.
she didn't say anything about voting
But she
for
said she's
Kamala.
going to vote blue no matter who.
Oh, she gonna vote D no matter who, huh?
That's right.
Okay. Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to my wife because she's at her favorite spot. Ching ching, ching ching. She left this morning. She left early this morning, so I haven't had a chance to talk to her. But I know I'm getting ready to get an earful as soon
Oh,
as she
yeah, you're
gets
going to
back,
get an earful.
because she was sitting on the machine and text me and said, Jordan, got out to race. I got a text message while I was walking down doing my walk. It came across my wife's name. Look at the Joe done resigned. He's not at the head of the ticket. I started to say, well, what, you stop pulling the machines and stuff to find out what was going on? Oh man. She is at her favorite spot. So hey, she haven't gave me her word, but I know tomorrow morning at our coffee time, I'm gonna have an earful, man. I have to sit there and put put a plug in my ear because it's gonna be nonstop. Oh man,
Well,
Ted.
I think we'll get through this, and you know, I'm really kind of I'm trumped out. I'm trumped out, man. 8 years of this man. Well, actually longer than that. 10 years of this man. You know, I mean, just constant. You know, too much politics. You know, every time you look around, he's on TV. He run around campaigning everywhere. Um, Even when he was president, he was doing the same thing. So, and he's on TV all the time. Everybody. That's all they want to talk about. And I just turned it off. For the last few years, I turned it off. I'm not listening to it because I already know where I stand with him, where I stand with America.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anytime you sit there and you dog military, call your generals, all kind of stuff. These people serve. They give their life for this country. You know, I'm not a military person, never have been, but I always wanted to be. But hey, it didn't happen. But the bottom line is, when when you get people serving the country and really serving the country, you have to respect them. And it's a great career. If you move up and you become a general, you get a nice. You know, I used to be a banker, man. I know how much money they make.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have generals and colonels and everybody come in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
They have nice retirements, but they served,
Mm-hmm.
and they deserve every penny of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it. You know,
Yeah.
and you got these soldiers call themselves, Americans, and they gonna stand by this guy. I heard too many military people will never vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, watch your actions, watch for your actions and all that. You know, he told a lie in the debate about the military. He said that he is the one that did it so that when you're a military person, you can set it up where you can go to another hospital or another
Uh-huh.
doctor, see another doctor or whatever. That was Obama. That was his
Yeah.
policy.
Yeah. He has no scruples, man. And let's not forget that when he first became in office in 2016, they had a big to do about this back channel that was going into that they were creating and stuff with the Russians and stuff and everything through the Russian embassy and stuff right there in Washington, D.C. And he was the one that was responsible for that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
That
it.
happened a long time ago, man, but we forgot about that. This man is trying to establish a back channel into Russia, our enemy. Anyway, final words, sir. We're at our
Keep your
hour.
head up and go out and vote.
Keep your
Keep
head
your
up
head
and
up
you
and
have
go out
never
and vote.
and get out and vote. Vote. Go out and vote. Quit crying. Go out and vote. Go out and vote. Talk to the people in your community to right around there. When you're out there in the streets and stuff and everything, I got to get me a Kamala Harris sticker that I can put in my yard. I'm gonna put it on the back of my car. Kamala Harris. Yeah, I'm gonna be out there. Anybody got anything to say? I'll be looking at them. I'm gonna start politicking, Ted. I got to do it, man, because we
Well,
can't
that's
afford
your
it,
thing, bro. You into politics. I call myself I'm a apolitical. I
man.
don't care either way, either one. I don't care about it, but I'm gonna vote for my best interest. And right now, the Democrats is my best interest. And I'm gonna do whatever I can, my little part, to try to get the Democrats in office because Right now, the Republicans, man, they ain't worth a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
The Congress or the Senate, they are not worth a quarter. You got some people over there that want to do something, just like that guy from Wyoming, the senator from Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get a doggone immigration bill passed.
Mm-hmm.
He was working with a Democrat. You got some people that really want to do something on both sides, but they got too many people. I don't know what their motives are. You know, I'll take that lie back. I do know what their motives are. You know, they don't want black people to be successful. That's what it is.
And they're looking out for their own interest, their own pocketbook. If it favors their pocketbook, then it's okay. If it don't favor their pocketbook, it's not okay. So thank you, sir, for coming out for this breaking thing here. We at that 1 hour mark, and we're going to have to get out of here, people. I'm going to stop our streaming stuff. Oop, there goes it and stop. And recording, I'm gonna let it continue to go for just a little bit and everything, because I'm finish up saying we gotta say. But hey, man, I'm gonna see you Tuesday. We'll be bright and
Tuesday, we're
early.
going to talk about AI, and then are you going to talk about pharmaceuticals?
Yes, I
Or what
can. I already sent you something, but I can talk about pharmaceuticals, because there's a
No,
lot.
you said you.
Hey,
Oh,
either one. I don't care. Either one. We can talk about
no,
either one.
you can yeah, because that's right there is really in conjunction with what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. That's
Because
why I put that out there. But you want to talk about
yeah,
it,
the
pharmaceutical? That's fine.
clouds,
Yeah, either one.
cloud computing, and then AI. Okay, that's good.
Right,
I like
because
that.
they are both trying to work together, man. People up. Hey, man. Anyway, it's
Yeah,
a
we'll
long
get into
discussion,
it.
man.
We'll get
It's a
into it.
long. That's a long discussion, man, because there's a lot going on out there, and the changes that has happened in the last 10 years, big changes and stuff, because everybody's going there. But anyway, and there's a lot of money out there in that stuff. Okay, see you Tuesday.
All right. See you
Bye.
Tuesday. All
Yep.
right.